Good afternoon. I wanted to make this video to talk to the public about our next move with what we want to do with our 912 students. We were able to work and plan and look at what we have, send out some surveys, and with the data that came back from those surveys, we now feel that we can bring 912 back in a hybrid model for those parents that have agreed to send their students. It's about 60%. And be able to have them come back in a hybrid model where it would be 2 days a week for each kid. Within that planning, we also went another step where if you have other children that are in a hybrid model, we aligned it where all of the kids that are coming back in one particular family would all be coming to school on the same days so that it's not all over the place for a family. In addition, where BOCES students go over to BOCES for 2 days a week, they would be coming in if they chose to the other 2 days of that remainder of that week. And again, if there are other family members within that family that had students that were coming into school, we've aligned that as well. So we've done a lot of planning to make sure that for the families, it's pretty in sync where all of your children are at school at the same time. And when they're not in school, they're off at the same time. Wednesdays for the high school would be a synchronous day where they would stay home and have a synchronous teach, much like they're doing right now. And the plan was, last night we talked about it at the board meeting, I talked about it publicly. On Tuesday, I informed the staff of the final plan because I really felt like I needed to make sure internally we were all on the same page before it went out publicly. Last night it went out publicly for the first time. I also understand that teachers certainly informed kids up to this point, but when you kind of piecemeal the information going out, that's going to happen. Last night at the board meeting, I said that today I would make a video and would be sending out to the community. And tomorrow, all of the letters are going out and explaining all of this. Since it's March 15th, that'll give us 2 weeks' time where any questions that parents have, they can call back into the school district up in the high school office, and we can basically alleviate any concerns or answer any questions. And it was purposely done to roll out the communication in a systematic manner so that we could make sure internally we had it straight. We could make sure last night the board understood exactly what was going on, as well as all the public that was on last night. And then Mr. Keeler, the high school principal, really explained last night in the open forum how it was all going to roll out to the community tomorrow in terms of the communication that's going home in letters. So I currently have the packet of letters that will be going out to every parent in the 912, and it explains it very thoroughly in terms of what you will see, and there will certainly be questions. And so we understand that there's going to be questions, and I also want to make sure that we're all on the same page with, on the 15th, what we're going to do is we're going to, for the elementary school, we're going to have them be virtual on that day because it's going to be the first day that we're doing our transportation for the 912 students. So we're going to have the middle school and the high school transportation happen on that Monday. And then on that following Tuesday, everyone will be transporting. But we figured the first time we're trying the transportation with the high school kids, we want to just lessen our numbers a little bit, and we're going to put the elementary at that point on a virtual day. And that will also be communicated out to the community in letters going out to the elementary parents and guardians as well. We also understand that that first week, March 15th to that Friday, we are going to have issues. But just because we know we're going to have issues doesn't mean that we're not going to give this a try and give an opportunity for our 912 students. So I've been saying it all year that I want to bring students back. We've gotten to the point where we're going to bring them back. 60% of the kids are going to come back. And I also want to make it clear where, because it's a hybrid, on any given day at the high school, there'll probably be anywhere from 230 to 240 kids in this building. This is a big building at the high school. We feel that we will be able to safely separate those students and make it happen. And it's not going to be, obviously, all the students at once. So It's taken a long time to figure out how we're going to do things. It's taken a long time to figure out how we're going to do busing, but we've figured it out, and we're going to give it a try. And that's all we can do. So I appreciate the public with their patience and the community with their patience. I appreciate the hard work of the administrative team that's been putting this together. I appreciate the hard work of our teachers and all of the hard work that they've done. And then all of our rest of our employees, our custodians, our nurses, our secretaries in the offices, our food service workers, our maintenance who's making sure everything's clean, our bus drivers who are picking up kids. All of us have worked really hard in a difficult situation during a difficult time. And I can't say it enough that nothing replaces, in my opinion, the in-person learning. I respect those parents who have chosen the virtual learn, and I feel our teachers have done an awesome job with that as well. And we're doing the very best we can, and every district is doing the very best they can around us, and we're just all trying to make the best of a difficult situation. And you as the community have been so patient with us and so patient with me, where there are times where I have to close down because we've had too many quarantines that we've had to deal with, and at the drop of a hat, you guys have pivoted to allow me to do that. And I know it's not convenient. And so again, I appreciate the support that the community has had towards the district, and appreciate that it really does take a village to raise our children. And I think this is a great example of that. And so thank you, and we'll see how it goes. And we will continue to adjust if the regulations get lifted and we can do more. We will certainly try to do more. So thank you.